So welcome ladies and gentlemen to the 9th annual Ice Gala. My name is Paul Overby. I serve as the Honorary Consul for Germany in this region, and I'm also the chairman of the German American Chamber Pittsburgh chapter. I welcome you. So, I would like to start by saying the German American Chamber is pleased to do 4 things for our members. One is just to serve our members in the way we are tonight and the way you are serving each other by networking, by getting to know each other. We attract additional investment to the southwestern Pennsylvania region, and we try very diligently year after year to attract nonstop air service to Pittsburgh, to Germany. And we have some wonderful things surrounding that, a lot of energy going into it. Of course, our main event is what we are here to celebrate this evening, and that has to do with workforce development and with our apprenticeship program. You'll hear more and learn more about the apprenticeship program as we go along, but I'd like to thank you once again for coming to celebrate our apprentices. We want to welcome our apprentices. They're here. You'll get to meet some of them in a bit. We want to welcome the companies that host the apprentices. We'd like to welcome the educators who are a part of the apprenticeship process, and all of the supporters and all of the friends of the apprenticeship process. I'd also like to thank our sponsors, in particular Bank of America, our presenting sponsor tonight. I'd like to thank as well Arl Swearer and UPMC Health Plan, terrific supporters year after year. We really appreciate you. And Ensinger, the Allegheny Conference, and Bayer. These are all separate sponsors of ice sculptures and various aspects of what you enjoy this evening. So thank you for that. I'd also like you to open the programs that are at your seat. Take a close look at all of the companies that have bought full table sponsorships this evening and half table sponsorships. We're very, very grateful to all of you. Thank you for doing that. We have several honored guests this evening, and I would like to include them in the remarks that we have. We're delighted again this year to welcome Congressman Chris DeLuzio, Pennsylvania 17. Chris, I'd like to invite you to come up and say a few words.
Thank you, Paul. Good evening, everybody. Paul, I know you do so much, not just for the German American Chamber, but for our important transatlantic relationship, so thank you. I'm lucky, you hear me okay? Lucky enough to speak with you all last year, and that German card theme was pretty good for those who remember it. I'm excited to be here tonight as well. I want to acknowledge as well, and you'll hear, I think, later, the leader of this great county of ours, County Executive Sarah Namarado, who you'll hear from tonight. And was just speaking with, coming in from New York, German Consul General David Gill. David, hello. And German American Chamber of Commerce New York President Susanna Geller, who's here as well. Big congratulations. I heard Paul talk about the apprentices. I gather many of you are here tonight. Congratulations, and excited to see you get a chance to celebrate. I know many of you are finishing up or wrapping up time in high school. Exciting to hear you launch at next stage of your career. I gather some fields like sales engineering, polymer technologies, EV maintenance, and a heck of a lot else. So congratulations, it's very exciting. You will fit in very well with, as many of you know, Western Pennsylvania's great history of hard work, building this country, supporting our economy and the world's economy, and the kinds of business partnerships that I'm hearing about tonight and in prior years are so important to investing in our workers and our workforce, and a big part of, I think, strengthening our own economy here at home, creating those good jobs, and helping bring the big federal programs that we depend on that need skilled workers, like our infrastructure investments. They don't succeed without folks who are learning those trades, learning those skills. So thank you to the folks who are investing in those programs and in our workers here. I also want to shout out the Pittsburgh German American Chamber of Commerce. for prioritizing exactly that workforce development program. I was glad to see the acknowledgement you got with the grant from the Department of Labor, so congratulations. I think these partnerships and the kind of successes we're going to hear about tonight show that when we make decisions to invest in folks, we can grow our economy and see good economic activity as a result. I'm also so encouraged by the strong German-American relationship and our broader transatlantic friendship, alliance, and partnerships. They matter so much in this moment. I don't need to explain why, but they certainly do. They're something that is a priority for so many of us in the Congress. I'm honored to represent the good people of Western Pennsylvania. For those who've come from afar, welcome. Enjoy your night. Thanks for letting me spend a little bit of time with you. Congratulations to the apprentices.
Congressman Chris DeLuzio, thank you very much for joining us. We're very grateful for your presence. And I'd like to invite Allegheny County Chief Executive Sarah Innamorato to the stage. And we're so fortunate to have this county executive. I told her earlier that her predecessor has been to a couple of these events, but we are so delighted that you are here and welcome you. Sarah's a German speaker.
Guten Abend. Well, thank you all for being here. I am your County Executive, Sarah Innamorato. Thank you so much, Paul and Rachel, for all the work you do with the German-American Chamber of Commerce. It's so incredible to see the collaboration that is happening between the public and private and nonprofit sector to really make these types of programs a reality. I often say that governing is a team sport, and if we really want to do anything great, we have to find ways to work together. So this is a manifestation of that collaborative spirit that really brings people together and get things done. I just want to congratulate this latest cohort of graduates. I had the privilege of taking the Federal Secretary of Education and Secretary of Labor through CCAC, and they got to meet some of the apprentices. And I just want to acknowledge specifically some of the work that our community college is doing this. So can the folks from CCAC, do you mind standing and being acknowledged for the incredible workforce jobs that you're doing? They're back there. Because I talk a lot about creating an Allegheny County that works for us all. And if we want a county that truly embodies that, we need to create opportunities for people that look different. And that's why investing in the next generation through apprenticeship programs is essential for harnessing our potential as a region and making sure that everyone has access to opportunity. The fact that there was so many grants secured from the state of Pennsylvania's Department of Labor, DCED, and Partner for Work further illustrates how crucial these efforts are, and the development of your future EV automotive technician apprenticeship program will be such a welcomed addition to our county. So thank you all for being here tonight. Congratulations to our apprentices, and have a wonderful night. Thank you so much. Danke.
So, County Executive Innamorato, thank you so much for joining us and for sharing those words. She's a wonderful example. Anybody who wants to learn German, you should start now. I'd like next to introduce the Consul General of the Federal Republic of Germany, David Gill. David, please come this way. I will say that David has visited Pittsburgh from his role of responsibility in New York several times. And I teased him earlier to say he's an expert on the city, but that's not far from the truth. He's been a tremendous supporter of our activities here And David, we couldn't be more grateful that you've joined us this evening, so thank you very much.
Thank you, Paul, for this very kind introduction. Guten Abend, meine sehr geehrten Damen und Herren, liebe Freunde, Congressman Deluzio, County Chief Executive Innamorato, liebe Susanne Gellert, dear Rachel Mauer, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends. It is a true privilege to share this wonderful evening with you as we celebrate the German-American relations. And when we salute the remarkable achievements of the award-winning apprenticeship program of the German-American Chamber of Commerce here in Pittsburgh. And as my speakers before me, especially want to congratulate the apprentices on their successful graduation. Congratulations. In the past year, your apprenticeship program has grown. More apprentices, more companies and schools, more recognition. And the success story has made it even on the national level. And the GACC was the proud recipient of a substantial grant from the Department of Labor last year. I was truly impressed when Paul told me that you, Rachel Mauer, for this occasion even met with Secretary Julie Su and the First Lady, Dr. Jill Biden. All of us in this room know that your commitment, your dedication, your enthusiasm and energy are so crucial for the apprenticeship program. And I witnessed this firsthand when we visited one program together on one of my last trips to Pittsburgh. You did an amazing job in coordinating the application and successfully managing the cooperation between the Chamber and the Federal Ministry of Education and Research. Thank you for that, and I would like to include all of you in this room who contributed to this program as employers, teachers, colleagues, foremen, and forewomen. You know that a substantial professional education and training is a win-win situation for the apprentices as well as for the companies and the society as such. We Germans like to share our decades-long experiences and expertise in the dual education. And I'm very happy that this interesting project of German-American cooperation works so well, particularly here in Pittsburgh. It is great to be here with such esteemed dignitaries. I'm so glad that Congressman Deluzio and County Chief Executive Innamorato could join us, along with a variety of stakeholders in the German-American business world, as well as friends and partners of the German-American Chamber of Commerce. It looks like the Chamber has a strong and growing presence in Pennsylvania's 17th congressional district and beyond. As dedicated and hard-working members and partners of the GACC, you have achieved remarkable milestones and made meaningful contributions to the prosperity of your region. But your dedication is important and has an impact beyond this region. You are part of a much bigger transatlantic community, a partnership which is crucial for economic prosperity, but also for the protection of our way of life, of our core values as free and democratic countries, for peace and stability, not only in our world regions. In recent years, the transatlantic relationship has faced challenges and undergone transformation due to shifting geopolitics. However, I'm thrilled to see that enduring bonds of shared history, values, and common interests are still vital, and that projects like the Apprenticeship Program underpin this vital partnership, serving as a cornerstone of global stability and prosperity. The 2024 German-American Business Outlook shows that the German business community in the US is dynamic and forward-looking, ready for growth and innovation. Despite the complexity of the US market, especially during an election year, the German-American business relationship remains a strong foundation of economic growth and innovation. I'm confident that the Chamber will continue to lead in economic development and innovation, empowering businesses, nurturing talent, and fostering meaningful connections. Let's celebrate the success of all of you tonight and all the potential of our collective efforts. I wish you all a wonderful evening. Thank you.
So Consul General David Gill, thank you so much for your remarks. Very timely, and we're so grateful for your presence here. I'd like to acknowledge a couple of people whose names you've already heard, but I would like to do it again. We are so pleased to have the President and CEO of the German-American Chamber of Commerce in New York, Susanne Gellert, with us. Susanne, if you wouldn't mind at least waving, thank you for joining us. We also have the Honorary Consul of Germany from Philadelphia, no booze, Ralph Wiedemann. Ralph, thank you for joining us as well. We're so grateful to have you. We're also delighted to welcome to Pittsburgh 3 members of the Lufthansa Industry Solutions Group. You happen to be here for this event and to get to know Pittsburgh, and I don't see you at the moment, but if you wouldn't mind standing, we'd like to welcome you as well. We're close. There we go. Thank you so much. And David Briel from the Department of Community and Economic Development. I know you're here this evening. You do so much work for international business investment. Thank you for doing that and for joining us. We have a number of colleagues from the Pittsburgh Regional Alliance here this evening, and I'd ask you as well to stand for a moment because we get so much done with you and are grateful. So thank you. Earlier I passed over very quickly in the interest of time something I will take a few moments to do now, and that is to acknowledge the individual supporters, people who have bought tables this evening or half tables, and I'd just like to make sure that I've acknowledged those supporters. So we have Z+F USA, we have the Workforce Development Board, we have Rückling, we have Hennecke, Alma Actuators, we have Denton's, Cohen and Grigsby, Labeled, Impact Guard, and General Carbide. So thank you so much. We're very, very grateful for your support and your presence. Half-table sponsors are Elwood, VECA, the Pittsburgh International Airport, CCAC, Lufthansa Industry Solutions, the Honorary Consul of the Federal Republic of Germany, and the Pennsylvania Department of Community and Economic Development. So many, many thanks to you. I so appreciate your support. I'll return at this point to acknowledge once again our presenting sponsor, and Keith Aldis, I'll invite you to join us. The Bank of America has been a steady friend for a long time. We've recently included Greg DeGioia on our board, but Keith Aldis, we welcome you back. We're delighted to have you, and I'd like to invite you to say a couple of words of welcome.
And I promised Paul it would be just that, a couple of words. Anyway, on behalf of 350 local Bank of America colleagues in the greater Pittsburgh marketplace, I'd like to welcome you all to the 9th ICE Gala. It's the 4th one that I've been at. Each one gets better than the prior one. I said last year when I was up for some remarks that Rachel throws a heck of a party, and I have a feeling this one's going to be better than any of the priors. So her and her team do a great job. Just wanted to say one thing in terms of, why the Pittsburgh chapter of the German American Chamber of Commerce for Bank of America. And if you listen to Chris and Sarah and David, you probably got the answer. There's lots of things we can do with an organization the size of Bank of America. There's many, many worthy causes and organizations and what have you out there. But when we look at the outcomes, the successes, the apprentice program, and how it aligns with what we think of values at Bank of America in terms of economic mobility and workforce development, it's an easy yes every year when we talk to Rachel and Paul about do we want to be involved again, and we certainly do. I wanted to keep it brief, but again, from Bank of America to everybody who's put their support, whether it's sponsorships, half tables, what have you, we really appreciate it. It's a joint effort. It's an organization worthy of all our support. And we wish everybody a very, very entertaining evening. Back to you, Paul.